When I hear the phrase tower defense game, there's really one game that comes to mind, and that's Plants vs. Zombies. After that, I think of the Bloons Tower Defense series. 3 and 4 are fine, 5 is great, but none of them even compare to Bloons Tower Defense 6. This game has so much content. There are 54 different maps, plenty of game modes, and even multiplayer.
Oh, this is our doom.
This.
What was that? And there's also the heroes, those really cool characters who say a lot of really cool things.
Wow, that's really cool.
Overall, Bloons Tower Defense 6 is the best in the series by far. I bet I could play this game for hundreds of thousands of hours and still have a blast. Wow, I can't wait to play Bloons Tower Defense 6.
BFB incoming! Is that all you got? Headshot incoming! Are you kidding me? Nothing gets past my bow. I am Quincy, son of Quincy. Headshot incoming! Is that all you got? Incoming! Is that all you got? Nothing gets past my bow. Is that all you got? Headshot incoming! Nothing gets past my bow. Incoming! Target.
You know what? Fuck Bloons Tower Defense 6. This game sucks. I'm gonna go play the older games. They're probably better than this. They don't have annoying ass Quincy everywhere being like, The first Bloons Tower Defense game is definitely the first one. Releasing in 2007, this game has a really minimalist, everything. This game only has 5 towers, and all of them suck. I mean, maybe the Super Monkey doesn't, but it's too fucking expensive and I can't get it. The concept of the game is simple. Balloons come out on a path and you have to kill them with monkeys. Or whatever the fuck the tack shooter is. Actually, there are more non-monkeys than monkeys. That's kind of weird. Although I guess it's Bloons Tower Defense and not Monkey's Tower Defense. This game also has upgrades. A whole 2 of them. Whoa! It is interesting to see how fleshed out the upgrade mechanic ends up being in future games. Overall, Bloons Tower Defense 1 is alright.
Except for that.
Besides that, though, it's a pretty good introduction to the series. Wow, that's really cool! Bloons Tower Defense 2. It's like Bloons Tower Defense 1, but the sequel. There are now 3 maps, 1 for each difficulty. I'm just gonna pick medium, cause guess who's bad at video games? This one is really similar to the original. The map is really similar, the upgrade system is the same but with a little more polish, and the monkey in this game is a carbon copy of the one in the last one. With that being said, this game isn't half bad. 3 new towers are added, a boomerang monkey, a puddle of glue, and a stack of spikes. The latter of which ends up becoming your best friend, because in later waves, this game goes sicko mode and spams every balloon at you. Overall, Bloons Tower Defense 2 is really just more of the original. It evolves in some areas, but stays the same in others. It's fine, I guess. It's like the other thing, but again!
Bomb has been planted.
Bloons Tower Defense 3 is actually a significant step up from the second one. I know that because now there's 12 characters instead of 8. There's also now 8 maps, as well as different difficulties. Take that, BTD2! So what if I told you this game has an upgrade system that's actually good? To put it simply, upgrades actually make your towers better! This game has a tower called a Monkey Beacon. Think of it as the Monkey Village's long-lost grandfather, which is ironic because a Monkey Beacon is way more futuristic than a Monkey Village. There are still road spikes, but you're not as reliant on them as you are in BTD2. Now the road spikes have a counter to let you know how many more there are until it breaks. Now, this is a pretty pog defense, if I do say so myself. I hope there's no blimp balloons to ruin anything. Fuck! So that pathetic-looking blimp is actually the original Moab. Even though it looks fairly small, it actually moves incredibly quickly. That, paired with its strong defense, makes it the hardest blimp to pop in the game. It's weird to think that in BTD 6, the Moabs are actually quite weak in the grand scheme of things. There's quite a lot of monkeys that could pop Moabs in BTD 6. But in Bloons 3, it's a completely different story. Overall, Bloons Tower Defense 3 is a significant step up from the second one. The UI is improved yet again, more monkeys are added, and the game itself is better. Also, the Moab was introduced, which is pretty cool. So the first thing I'm gonna do while I play this game is complain about the aspect ratio. What the fuck is this? First of all, this game has 9 maps, as opposed to BTD 3's 8. Yeah, fuck you, BTD 3! Woo! Yeah! Graphically, I think this game looks fine, but I don't think it's aged as well as BTD 2 or 3. This is actually the first time in the series that an unlock system is used. Now, in my opinion, I don't really like it, because that means I can't really give the game a fair review unless I sink hundreds of hours into it. Which I'd rather not do for obvious reasons. There's a new upgrade system, and a new smooth sliding animation. Hey look, a new monkey. It's almost as if I cared. Something this game does really well is the animation. Just look at the catapult monkey. That animation's beautiful. Hey look, a glue gunner. I'm gonna put him down and call him Michael. Wow, cool, I don't care. Now you might notice that 2 things from earlier games, the road spikes and the glue, have actually made it in as full characters. The Spike Factory and Glue Gunner. Overall, BTD 4 is better than the sequels, but I'm personally more of a fan of the aesthetic of the more colorful entries. There are a lot of elements in Bloons 5 that end up getting carried over to Bloons 6. For example, the difficulties as well as Park Path. They brought back the level system from 4, which kinda makes me sad. Out of all the games, this one looks the most like BTD 6, besides, well, you know, BTD 6. It looks almost as if BTD 6 was turned into a 2D game. The upgrade system in this game is slightly simpler than in BTD 6. The upgrade system in BTD 6 is slightly more complicated than in BTD 5. BTD 6 has 3 different options, and BTD 5 only has 2. Either way, only one final option is reached.
Overall, Bloons Tower Defense 5 is pretty good. It's like Bloons Tower Defense 6, but simpler.
Peter Griffin, what are you doing here? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I put work into these videos. LOL. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to subscribe, you know.